Hey, this is Doc. Listen, I want to show you, first of all, my vest that I normally wear when I'm out and about in the woods or for any kind of operation. Okay, now this vest that is strapped onto me, I'm going to step back so you can see it. Let me angle it down. All right, this vest is what carries all my ammo. Okay, from both sides. You can see the ammo. And you can see my canteen that I carry on my back, but I pull it around to the side when I need it. Okay, it's a canteen. I'm trying to mess with a stupid camera. Okay, but the canteen runs around the back. All right, so it's out of the way. All right, so it's not in my way. What I have here is I have my ammo bags, ammo slots. Okay, and I reach in and I pull out my ammos, extra ammo. Okay, each one of these slots, each one of these slots is for ammo for whatever I'm carrying at the time. All right, so I want to let you know that there's a vest that you can get that is strictly for ammo, and this thing actually it buckles here and it buckles here, and you look behind, you can see how it's strapped up back here. Okay, now that's for that you wear all the time. All right, whenever you're in any kind of a military operation, this is the vest that you wear all the time. It carries all your ammo. All right, and then from below that, that's where your weapons are, or your weapon is hung here in front of you. Okay. Now I wanted to show you this to let you know that for those who run vests, you got to have ammo. All right, and these bags or these pockets are great for carrying extra ammo. All right, and this is what I use. This is my ammo vest. This is what I use. You can see how it crosses over the shoulders. All right, and it's comfortable. And I can also put communication on here, which is like I have here. Hold on just a second. Let me show you. I have communication, which I can lock on here. Let me get down. I'm trying to get down to where I can show you. Let's see a communication where I can buzz for communication. All right, let me angle this up a little bit so you can see better. All right, communication. That's a key. Okay, but communication is what you got to have. And then this is the ammo vest that you never let go of. Okay, when you're in the field of a bug out situation. Okay, now I want to show you this. All right, can you see me? This is my bug out bag. Let me angle this down so you can see it a little bit better. All right, this is my Alice pack, which is a bug out bag. It's got a metal frame on the back. All right, so it supports when I put it underneath over this vest. And it's got everything in here that I need to survive if I have to bug out. But this is called a bug out bag. Okay? Everything in here. We're talking cooking equipment and everything is in this bug out bag. Okay? But that's not what I'm talking about this evening. Alright, I just wanted to show you. And that also at the same time, there is, excuse me, these are lamps made to go on the head so you can turn the lights on and it'll be strapped on your head and you won't have to worry about. I've got a couple of these and this is what I use for I know it's blinding you. I'm just letting you know. See, it's letting you show a flashlight. Okay, this goes on your head, so your hands are free. And it's very important that you have your hands free in a situation, especially like a bug out. You can strap these to your head, see that, and your hands free. Because that means wherever you look, this thing looks for you, and you're able to take care of business on what you're looking at. Okay? So anyways, I'm hanging it back up here. Alright? And on this Alice back, I also have, now this here, it might be hard to see. This is my med kit that's got everything in here needed to take care of whatever problem or situation I run into. I mean, I have everything in here. I even have not only bandages, but I also have lidocaine in here where I can numb up a person's body part and sew them up. Okay, now most people cannot get hold of that, but I have it and I have it available. So I just want to let you know that everything in here is what will take care of me in a bug out situation. Okay, it's a metal bracket. There's a metal case back here. Metal. It's got its own straps. All right, goes right over the shoulder, just like a backpack. Okay, which goes over top of this, which is my. I know I'm screwing this up. Which is my vest that carries nothing but my ammo. Okay, and water, which is right here. That's my water. Okay, carries my water and the vest. Okay, I'm gonna take the water off. I wish I could make this more visible for you to see, but it's hard to do. This is my canteen. All right, this is not just a little canteen. This is about a quart of water. Okay, and I have the pills that you put in here. If you draw water from a stream, that kills everything that to keep you safe from that. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this back over here. All right. Okay. Okay, now I still have this vest on. Now I'm going to undo this vest because actually this evening I am doing a video. Now see, there's a big belt buckle here too. I'm doing a video which is really on my survival bag, not my bug out bag. Okay, so this is my vest. Alright, and that is strictly for ammo for the weapons that I use. Nothing else is attached to this aside from the water. Okay, it's my vest for my ammo. And I suggest if you're able to get hold of one of these because you're able to carry your ammo, the extra ammo that you need. Okay, and it be supported by your body so it won't be so stressful. Alright, let me hang that back up. So now you know what this thing is that I've got hanging here. This part. Okay? Now, my survival bag, not my bug out bag, my survival bag, okay? This is my survival bag, all right? What's it look like? It's actually a laptop bag, okay? Survival bags should not look like camouflage because you don't want to draw attention to yourself, okay? This is it. This is my survival bag. All right, now it's pretty wide, all right? It has a shoulder strap, okay? It has a shoulder strap. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it good. It has a shoulder strap. So you put it on your shoulder, cross it over, and you put it on your shoulder, okay? This is kept in the car at all times, all right? This is kept in the car at all times. Let me move it over to where you can see it. And you can throw it over your shoulder, and it can carry, and it weighs about 20 pounds. Okay? Now, if this is a survival bag. Now, the difference between the survival bag and the bug out bag, there's not much difference because you got redundancy in both of them, which means just about everything in this bag is also in my bug out bag. Why? Because if I'm 30 miles away from home and a disaster occurs, I have to be able to survive to get back home. That's what this bag is for. Okay? To get me home in order to get to my bug out bag and the other stuff. Alright? So a survival bag is different. A survival bag is strictly to get you home or get you to a place that you have marked for taking care of business. Okay? So it's got a hand straps, which you can carry like a briefcase, or it's got the shoulder straps. Okay, the shoulder strap. And I really recommend that you have a shoulder strap. It's a lot easier to manage. Now, in this first pocket, trying to do this so you guys can see it. And I apologize if this is like in this first pocket. Okay. Now this is a computer bag. In the first pocket is one of the most important things you could ever have. Okay, you ready for this? It is a set of binoculars. Okay? Binoculars. All right, and also in this bag is a pad of paper and a pen. All right, this is to let you write down where the areas of trauma and activity is. That's going to play a big role. It's going to play a big role in your ability to bug out, you see. Because if you're 20 miles away from home and a natural disaster occurs, you want to be able to, from a distance, see what's going on and write it in here on areas to avoid and areas that are clear. Okay? That's something most people don't even think about. Right? There's nothing worse than trying to get on a highway and get out of town when it's all blocked up. But if you have these and you can observe, and you have this and write down, then it will help you in your ability to determine how to get out of town. Okay? Now, also in here, I have this. All right? You know what this is? Watch. Come on. All right. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. That's a striker. It's a striker for starting fires. All right? Now I want to talk about redundancy, because in my bag, that's what I get for trying. There we go. Anyways, redundancy. This starts fires. Okay? And also I have on here is a can opener. It's called the John Wayne. Alright? That's what I have on here. This opens cans. Alright? So I want to let you know that the first little satchel is strictly for my binoculars, my fire starter, because there are individual things on here, and I have a couple pens, plus I have a book, a notebook, a blank paper notebook. Okay? Because you want to know, you want to be able to mark down what roads are what, and what roads are busy, or what roads are not busy. Okay? This helps you when you go back to your home to determine what avenue you need to take. Okay? So let's go into the next package. Let me push this down. Okay? Let me just push this down. Alright. Oh, that might be too far. Alright. This next package. Yeah, I unzip it. Move it over. In here, I have a Ziploc baggie. Okay? Now, in the Ziploc baggie, I have extra AA and AAA batteries and 2 packages of matches in a Ziploc bag. Okay? To keep them dry. Now, I have that because if I'm 30 miles away from home when the poop hits the fan, I got to be able to make some kind of a fire if I need to. Okay, I got the matches for that. I also have the striker for that. It's called redundancy. All right, everything that's in this bag is also in my bug out bag. Okay. Now what else I have in here is I have a flashlight. All right, not just one, but I also have another flashlight. 2. Redundancy. Okay. Now also in this little zipper bag, I have a knife. You never ever have a bag without a weapon in it. You got to have a weapon. Okay, because you're dealing with people who are panicking, and you're dealing with many things. You need a weapon, but you also need something that's able to cut in case you have to use it to cut. Okay, so a knife. Now in this little bag, I also have my Mylar. It's called Ever Dixie. I don't know where they come up with that. rescue blanket. Okay? Now, what this does is you cover yourself with this at night. If you're 20 or 30 miles away, there's no way you're going to make it home that day. So you're going to have to stop somewhere. But this will cover you up, and this will take care of 95% of your heat back on you. But at the same time, this thing, if you're covered up with it, prevents helicopters from finding your heat footprint, which means they can't see you with this, okay? Now, in here also, I have this. You know what this is? It's a universal tool. Okay? And there's screwdrivers and Phillips and flathead screwdrivers and other stuff inside, knife and file and flathead and Phillips that you can use. You always need a multi-tool. But remember, in my survival bag, there's also one of these in my bug out bag. And the reason I say that is because if I can't make it home, then I'm able to survive off the bag that I have. Okay? You cannot just survive on just your bag. Now, in here also, I have this. Guess what this is? It's a spoon. It's a fork. It's a knife. And for those who love to drink, it's got a bottle opener also involved in it. But this is something that you use to eat with. Okay? And then I also carry a spare lighter. Alright, not only just matches, but see, redundancy. You've got to carry more than you expect you need. Okay, now that's just the first two little bags. That's just the first two little notches that I have here. Okay, let me shove this back in here because I want to try to keep things in order so I don't lose my millet here. So now I zip this back up. Now remember, this is what I keep in the car at all times. You see, I can throw this over my shoulder and walk out, and people think it's just a computer bag. Alright, if you're walking around with camo, then they're going to think otherwise. So this makes me look like the normal dude. Okay, now in here, in the big first bag, in the big first Ziploc, alright, this thing right here, I got it all rolled up. This is actually a raincoat. Okay, it's something you could put on to help cover you from the weather. Okay, so I want to show that to you. You need something to throw on top of your coat, even in the winter, to keep the water off of you or the snow off of you. Okay, that's what this is. All right. Now in here also I have tuna. I have roasted chicken and rice already cooked. I don't even have to heat this stuff. All I got to do is zip it open and eat it. Okay? I have butter and garlic rice. Okay? Already cooked. Ready to go. I have more tuna in here. These little bags of tuna. Alright? Lasts forever. And I have nuts. These are the sunflower seeds. Between that, this, and this, And I have a few bars in here, that Cliff Bars, that this is actually 3 days worth of food if I need to stretch it out. Okay? Minimum 3 days worth of food. Another Cliff Bar. Okay? So I wanted to show you, I got another Cliff Bar. So I got 3 days worth of food in here that I keep in my survival bag just in case, because you don't know if you're going to be 2 miles away from home or 20 or 30 miles away from home when something hits. Nobody knows. Nobody has an idea. So you prepare for the worst and expect the best. Now, this is the most important thing that I have in this one place where I have all my food. Okay? It's this. Let me start from this end and work my way to the other end. You see what this is? This is called a machete. You gotta have something to protect yourself, and you got this. But see the machete on top as a way where I could cut if I need to cut some limbs for firewood. This also will help skin or take care of any animals that I use if I have to, or protection, all right, from whatever, aside from my sidearm that I normally carry. Okay? Now, what's good about this is this setup, I have made a lanyard with the cord, and I place it over my head and over my arm, and it's right by my side the whole time. Okay, while I'm carrying this, I've got my machete right here. Okay, so I feel safer when I'm walking with my machete. If I deal with somebody that's not armed, I got a machete to scare the piss out of them. Okay, if somebody's armed, then of course I got my sidearm to take care of that. But you gotta be versatile in those areas. Okay, I'm gonna zip up this one section, and I'm gonna go to the next section. All right, which is right here. All right, now I'm gonna unzip this. All right, now, like I said, this is my med kit. I want you to look how thick that is and how much stuff is in it. Everything in there is needed that it would take to not only take care of me, but to take care of everybody else, those that I run into. You have to have a full med kit. I'm talking alcohol prep pads, various different sterile pads, butterfly stitching. You got to have scissors to cut pants away or whatever away from the area. You have to have swabs in case you need to wipe an area clean. There's just several different things. What I got here is I have this thing here says stops bleeding instantly. QR. I can take this. It's a little powder, and I sprinkle it on an area, and it'll coagulate and stop the bleeding from occurring. You can get that, but you know where you're going to get it? You're not going to get it from any regular store. You're going to have to go to like a gun show where they have the guns and stuff. They also have medical supplies. That's where you'll find that stuff. And of course, I have tapes, and I have various tapes, and I also have, hand sanitizer. And there's a ton of stuff in this. There's a light where I'm able to look down. There's a light here. right here. That's what this thing is. I'm able to look down and see what's going on with whatever area. And there's sutures in here and surgical blades and stuff that if I need to cut to get something cleared out of the way, I have all that in here. Okay? Now this is another important thing. Guess what this is? Figured out yet? I took the roll out of the center. This is actually a whole roll of extra fluffy toilet paper. A whole roll. I put it in a Ziploc bag. I'm not using a leaf when I gotta poop. I'll tell you that for a fact right now. Okay? Now also in this section of the bag, I have my P95 masks. Masks with a filter on the front. Okay? 25 miles away, don't know what kind of disaster occurs. You want to make sure you have your masks to cover and carry you where you need to go. Okay? Now I got them in here, but I also have in here a couple bottles of water. That'll get me through 2 days. Alright? A couple bottles of water. You don't have to drink water every 10 minutes. Alright? In the winter weather, you don't need water as much as you do in the summer. But even then in the summer, you can stretch this out, okay, for a day. So I carry a couple bottles, okay, of water in my survival bag. All right. And also in my survival bag, I have a couple other things. I have my clear glasses. Okay, this goes over my regular glasses. Why do I have those? When you're dealing with somebody that's injured, you don't want any blood or sputum or anything to come in contact with your eyes. So you want to have at least something clear if you need to. But see, as a doc, that's what we automatically think of. Most people don't need that. What I also carry in here is my beloved slingshot that I mentioned. I'm not going to pull it out. The sucker's too hard to get back in. If I have to feed myself, if I'm 30 to 40 to 50 miles away from home, then I have to be able to feed myself. Then I have that ability through using this, using my slingshot, okay, to try to hit game. But I also have something else here. Well, I've got a bunch of extra stuff. I got more tape to help somebody with, with the wound or whatever. But I also have this. Remember this? Now this is a rat trap. And I drilled a hole right here. And I got about 10 foot of paracord wrapped around this so you can tie it around a tree. And then you set the rat trap with a little bait and it'll catch rabbit, squirrel, coon, possum, small game. Okay? You always have to have backup up against backup. I got my slingshot, but that ain't going to guarantee I'm going to have food for that day. I got to have backup, redundancy. Now everything that's in here is in my bug out bag, okay? But this stays in my vehicle for the sole purpose of if something happens, I'm good to go, okay? I got my machete, I got my slingshot, I got my sidearm, which is already automatically attached to me. But I also have all this. And this is in a bag that people think is used for computer. Okay, it's a computer bag. Actually, it's a laptop bag. It's got the leather. It's leather. It's got the leather straps to hold by the hand. Okay, or it's got the strap to use for the shoulder, which I recommend because this weighs about 20 pounds. And when you put this over your shoulder, it also blocks the view of the machete. All right. Now, this is let me tell you, 90% of the people you encounter are not going to have a gun. But when you got the machete, they'll back away. Okay? It's a machete. I'll show you it one more time. Okay? I'm going to take it out of this holster. I got it strapped to me. I'm going to take it out of this holster. All right? That is a knife. It's got a strap to put around your wrist. So if you get knocked over, you don't drop it. But that is a machete. It's got a soft handle grip, so you don't, even if you've got sweaty hands, it won't loosen up. It's razor sharp, and it's got an area here where you can cut wood if you need to make a little fire wherever you're at. Okay, so this is a good thing to have. All right, I just wanted to show you that. Oops, let me turn around and do it the right way. All right. But that's what's inside. Let me take this off. Because I have a cord attached to it that I can throw it over my neck. And it hangs down between my arm and my body where most people don't see it. Now I can also strap this, if I want to my belt. Okay, which is no real biggie. When the SHTF occurs, you hook it where you gotta hook it, but there's a belt loop here to hook it in, or you can just throw it over the neck. All right, and have it available. Either way. But that's what I have in my survival bag. Okay, in my survival bag that is kept in my vehicle at all times. All right, because you just never know when you have to walk away from your vehicle and try to figure out what you're going to do. This is it. All right? With the shoulder strap. You don't want to be obvious. I better put this back in there while I'm talking to you. You don't want to be obvious. You don't want to look conspicuous. There's a lot of people with camo stuff out there. Save the camo stuff for your bug out. Don't use it during a survival because that's the first thing they're going to be looking for is the survival, is for the bug out stuff. You see the camouflage, the camo stuff. All right. When they see that, that's like sticking out like a sore thumb. All right. You don't use the bug out until it's time to actually bug out. All right. All the cooking equipment is in here. All the heating equipment is in here. All the fire starting is in here. But at the same time, in my survival bag, which is right there, all right, it has the same stuff in it. Redundancy. Okay, remember that word. Redundancy. If I was not able to make it home to get to my survival bag, then I have to be able to live off of the bag that I have. That's why I have a animal trap. That's why I have my slingshot. That's why I have my machete, and of course I have my sidearm with me on that. But that's what you need in order to make it back to the house. I have a raincoat cover. I have a Mylar, uh, emergency blanket that also blocks you from any thermal imaging from helicopters or whatever. But it'll get you to where you can attempt to get home. And if you cannot get home, you can survive off of what's inside the survival bag. You see, that's why it's called the survival bag. All right, let me fix this so I can feel a little more comfortable with this. That's why it's called a survival bag. It's to survive. It's different than a bug out bag. Now it has the same stuff in it, but that stays in your vehicle. Okay? If you want to carry it into your office every day, oh, you go right ahead. But if you can't get nowhere with your vehicle, you can strap that thing on and start walking. And you have everything you need to take care of you to get you where you got to go. Now, you remember the binoculars, and you remember the notepad and the pens. Okay? Most people forget about that, and that's ridiculous. You need to, before you move forward in any survival mode, you first use the binoculars and you look and see what's ahead of you. Okay? And at the same time, with the binoculars, you can use where the chaos, you can write down where the chaos is occurring and where problems are occurring in order for you to bypass them when you get home and able to move toward a bug out. Okay? I know this is a long video, but it's going to be one of those videos that you just have to endure. All right? Doc's got you back. But this is what I have. And I wanted to show you. Okay? So, take it into consideration. Make sure you have everything possible that you need, not only in your survival bag, which is separate from your bug out bag, okay? Because you don't carry your bug out bag anywhere. Bug out bag stays at home. Your survival bag stays in your vehicle, okay? Or with you, one of the two. All right, Doc's got your back. God bless.